My name is Dale Sennin. I was drafted into the Army January 1968. 5 months later, I went to Vietnam. Assigned to a company which was the first air cav, a recon company, reconnaissance. And we were way up north, and we were on patrol one day and ran into some enemy and got shot on my right arm, just above the elbow. I was medevaced out of there, but I had to go quite a ways to get out of the fire zone. I had one guy grab my shirt collar in front and one pushing me up a hill. I got wounded, got over to the 15th of June, and the 15th of August I was wounded. I had three operations in Vietnam, and after that I went to Japan to wait for my skin graft to heal before they could ship me home. Assigned to Fort Carson, Colorado once I got out of the hospital at Fort Knox. Then after my time was up, I got out, went home. My name is Dale Sennin. I served in the Vietnam War.
Elements of the 82nd Airborne Division, as well as key units of the United States Air Force, are arriving today to take up defensive positions in Saudi Arabia.
I'm Merlin Teed. Originally joined the military back in 1988. Went to the regular Army, so I did my I did my basic training, airborne training down in Fort Benning, Georgia. Then I went. I had it in my contract to go to the 82nd originally, so that's where I ended up going, is to the 82nd. Stayed there for about 4 years. So I was AG for a M60 machine gun, and after that I went to a light squad, regular line squad. And then I was a M249 gunner, so a squad automatic weapons gunners. We were 87. We were always gone. We went to Germany one time. We went to Panama like 3 months before they invaded there too. They had Jungle Operations Training Center there, is what they used to call it. So we went there, and then finally we went over to Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Stayed there for the whole Shield, and then as soon as Storm got over, we were out of there. While I was with Charlie Company 03 to 05. I worked down at Truex Field with the 115th Fighter Wing. While I was down at Madison, my unit got called up. So 5 and 6, we actually got deployed over back to Iraq again. We were down at the prison camp in lower Iraq. It was kind of starting to mop up, starting to clean up. So we were getting all the prisoners out of there, sending them up to Baghdad so they go to court. We had MRAPs, so what we would do is we would pull security for all the buses going up there, and then we'd take regular troops and take them back down to Kuwait out of Iraq because we had armored vehicles. My name's Merlin Teed. I was with the 82nd Airborne Division 1st in Desert Shield, Desert Storm.
50, that Korean thing broke out. I said, they'll be calling me pretty soon. So I says, I'm going to the Navy. I don't want to dig no foxholes. So I took the Navy instead. Took my training in Great Lakes, shipped me to San Francisco, and then he put me on a boat, and we went to Yokosuka, Japan for my boat, and I spent the next 42 months aboard ship. We would escort troops back and forth, and then we also had we called them the frogmen, that we took around up in North Korea where they'd recon the beaches and stuff. That was our main goal. But I was a boatswain's mate, which is take care of the ship, painting the ship, keeping the ship, and then sometimes when we travel from the United States overseas, we'd stand watch and I'd steer the ship. We were in on a mock invasion they had. I don't know if you remember that. It was in a Time magazine or whatever it was. We were involved with that a little bit. What they did is when they got ready for the invasion, they took our small ship, which was small, only 365, and they sent us in closer to the shore to draw the fire for the pilots and stuff. I had a good experience the 4 years I was in there, but that was enough for me. I didn't need any more. Stan McAloley, Korean War, 1950 to 54.